This is going to be a walkthrough of the Carnival Glory. The Carnival Glory is a Conquest class ship. It is 952 feet long. It has 13 decks, and the capacity is 2,980 passengers. Carnival Glory sister ships are the Carnival Conquest, Carnival Valor, Carnival Liberty, and Carnival Freedom. So if you've been on any of these ships before, this layout is going to be very familiar to you. Each ship has their own decor, and they might have some changes here and there, but for the most part, the layout's the same. During this tour, I'm only going to show the common areas available to everybody. So I'm going to start on Deck 3 at the front of the ship.
057 by Postal Stores Alpha Code.
Starting at the front of the ship, we have the Amber Palace main lounge. This is the main theater. Then you got guest services and the color lobby. This is what I like to refer to as the atrium bar.
Stage to be avoided 310. Stage to be avoided 310.
And then on the other side, you have the Carnival Adventures for onshore excursions. And here's where you also go out to get to the outer deck. Once again, this is Deck 3. This is a great spot for pier runners to watch. You have the Dream Studio right by the Colors lobby. And then you have the Golden Restaurant. And a meeting room. Two of them if you have a conference room, or if you need a conference room. Then one on each side. So you got the Golden Restaurant.
Where's your restroom? All the way down to your left. Thank you.
This is one of the main dining rooms. It is 2 levels. You can also get to it from the 4th floor, from the 4th deck. During dining time, you cannot walk through it. It is blocked off, so you have to go up, over, and then down. Now to get to the Platinum Restaurant, you do have to go up, over, and down. Down Deck 3 on the other deck. So now we're on Deck 3 again. This is the Platinum Restaurant. This is where they do breakfast. This is another main dining room. And this is at the back of the ship. And that concludes deck 3. So if you're wondering why you have to go up to deck 5 to get to the other side of the restaurant, it's because the galley, i.e. the kitchen, is situated between the two restaurants. So now this one, I'm starting at the back of the ship, and this is the Platinum restaurant again at the very back. All right, so this is the back of the ship. This is the Platinum restaurant, the second story on deck 4. Now going from the back to the front. All right, as you leave the Platinum restaurant, you have the Ivory Club Bar, which this is where they do karaoke. Here is a stairway to deck 5. We have the green room. It's a conference room.
Test, 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 test.
And then we got the Golden Restaurant at the front of the ship again. This is the second level to the main dining room. The crew is doing a test right now, so if you see people walking by with their life jackets on, that's what it is. So as we leave the Golden Restaurant, we have the photo shop. It's closed. This usually opens at night when the ship is sailing. We have the Circle C. One of the kid centers. So here's the photo gallery again. Here's a better view. This is where they post pictures of everybody that you can buy. And then we have the black and white library. And the atrium again. It's a good focal point. If you're at the atrium, you know you're near the front of the ship. And then as you continue, we have the very front of the ship. We have the second level to the Amber Palace main lounge. And that concludes deck 4. Moving on to deck 5, I'll be starting at the front of the ship. Since I'm here, and you can actually access the Amber Palace main theater from deck 5 as well. Starting at the front of the ship, this is the third level. All right, moving from front to back, this is the promenade. So right after the Amber Palace main lounge, you have the fun shops. These are open at night when they're sailing. They go down both sides of the ship. They have Effie, they have the liquor store, they have watches, they got perfume and makeup. They also set up tables out here in the hallway at night. And then after the shops, you have the cherry on top, which is the candy store. But let me show you the other side. We're still at the front of the ship. And once again, a good focal point is the atrium bar. You're looking for a good landmark. All the shops are around the atrium. So we have fashion and accessories. It's kind of like a general store, souvenirs. You can buy cigarettes up here. The Carnival store. So these are all on deck 5 at the front of the ship, around the atrium. Next up is the Heroes Tribute Bar. This is the sports bar. And then as we leave the Heroes Sports Bar, the Heroes Tribute Bar, we have the casino. This is only active at night when the ship is sailing. They have roulette, poker, blackjack, lots of slot machines, lots of tables. And if you're on the deck 5, the main walkway walks right by it too. Okay, as you walk by Cherry on Top, you're gonna go to the Kaleidoscope Boulevard, which is the promenade. And then you have the casinos right here, the Camel Club Casino is what they call it. And then they do live music on the stage right here. And this is the casino bar, or the Kaleidoscope Bar is what it's called.
Test, test, test.
This is the casino bar, or the Kaleidoscope Bar is its official name. And they do live music on the stage at night. Continuing on, Kaleidoscope Boulevard it's called. You have Carnival Adventures. Then you got Java Blue, the coffee shop. And then you got Club O2, ages 15 to 17. Here's the stairs to get down to deck 4 to go to the karaoke bar. Next up, we have the Warehouse Arcade. I believe those are the doors to get into Club O2. Next up, we got the White Heat Bar. How's it going, sir?
Doing good, how are you?
Good. So this is the dance club at night. They do art auction here, art shows. And then continuing back, you have the Alchemy Bar. Then you got my favorite, which is the Cinnabar, the piano bar. Down, sir. If you've never been to a piano bar, I'd highly recommend it. Now let's make our way back past the Cinnabar. We have the Bar Blue, which is for private functions, private events. This is also the prep room for the comedians. This bar is not open on the regular. And then, last but not least, we have the Ebony Cabaret. This is the comedy club. Punchliners. It is pretty good size, but it fills up. If it's an R-rated show, they open the doors 30 minutes before the show starts. And the bar is in the back of the room. And this concludes deck 5. So my next deck I'm going to go to is going to be deck 9, because deck 6, 7, and 8 are all staterooms. And deck 9 is the Lido deck. So let's go. Alright, starting at the back of the ship on deck 9, we have the Azure Lido pool. This is the adults only pool. And it has a cover if it's raining, so that's nice. You have 2 hot tubs. You also have a bar back here, the Azure bar. And this is where the pizza place is. They open at 11 and they go until 4 in the morning. And this is also where the seafood shack is. This is not a complimentary place to eat. You have to pay for it. And they have water stations on this deck. So now from the back deck, we are going towards the front, and this is the buffet. It is called the Grand Buffet. They do have a coffee bar up here. Same as down at the one on the 5th floor. Day 1, the seats fill up when the staterooms aren't open, but most times you can find a place to sit. Sorry. And then on one side you have sushi at sea. And on the other side you have a sandwich place. So this is breakfast. So like I said, one side you got sushi, other side you got the deli, where you can get sandwiches. This one's open till 11 at night. I believe this one's 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. This is the buffet. As I continue my way towards the front of the ship, this is the Lido deck. We have Guy Fieri's. Guy's burger joint, actually. You have the main pool. The Blue Guan Tequila Bar and the Red Frog Rum Bar.
Right. Right, I can't do it. Right.
That was red rum. Here's the pool again. And this is the Blue Iguana. And you also have a burrito place. The Blue Iguana Cantina. They serve breakfast burritos here, and then at lunchtime they have regular burritos. And you have a towel station. You have a couple hot tubs. And they do movies at night, or during the day too, on the giant screen right there. I'm moving up to deck 10. Since we're here, you have Carnival Waterworks. These are the water slides. They have a little kids one, then they got 2 water slides, it looks like. A tube slide, and then a water slide. And this is considered the Carnival Seaside Theater. All the seats. And as I said, they play movies up there on the screen. And this is in the center of the ship. So let me move from the center of the ship towards the back. So deck 10 is a great spot to come up here and just get overall views if you want. Today we are in Nassau. It's a great place to watch the sail away party. The sail away party happens right here. There's the dance floor. You can also watch the movies from the sides if you want. This is the back of the ship. Another vantage point. If you are a smoker, deck 10 on the back side, this is the smoking area. So this right here is the smoking area. This whole section. And as you're walking from back to front, it's on the right side. But before I walk all the way back up, the buffet has a second level. So here is deck 10. This is where the old-fashioned barbecue is. This is the second level to the buffet. If you can't find any seats down on the first level, walk up here, there's usually open seats. And this is where the barbecue is. So this concludes deck 10. Now let's go up to deck 11, which is the spa deck, and it's the sports deck. So I am at the back of the ship, and I'll take you up to the jogging track and the sports port. So this is the back of the ship, deck 11. Here is the jogging track. You can tell because it's a blue track. They have shuffleboard. And on day one, I saw cornhole out here. Here is the sports court. So they have pickleball and basketball. And a skylight right in the center of the court. And since it all kind of ties together, I'll take you up to deck 12 real quick. This is the mini golf course. And to get through this, you have to go through the sports court. So this is a 9-hole course. Looks to be pretty intense. All right, here we are on the sports court again. And it looks like there is a place to observe the games going on. So this is considered deck 12 as well. But you can watch the games. You can observe the Lido deck a little bit, not much of a view. You can get a good panoramic view. All right, continue back deck 11, going down the stairs, back to the sports court. And we are going to have to go down to deck 10 to get over to the other side of deck 11. All right, so this is the spa. We have a beauty salon. So you got separate men's and ladies locker room, and you have to go through these to get to the gym. Actually, nobody's in here, so this is what the locker rooms look like. Here are the showers. Here is the sauna and steam room. I don't know if somebody's in there, so I'm not going to go. That's to get to the gym?
Yeah.
Okay. And then here's how to get to the gym. If you need treatments, I'm assuming massages, dry needling, stuff like that. Plenty of cardio machines. They got free weights. And they got machines. Plenty of equipment to work out if you want. So they call this the aerobic room. I'm assuming they do like spin class and stuff in here. But this concludes deck 11. So let's go up to deck 12. Not sure if I mentioned it, but the gym is located at the very front of the ship. Here I am going up to deck 12. I already did the mini golf, which is considered deck 12. So on one side we have ping pong, and we have foosball, and I believe these are part of Club O2. I believe the doors right there are to get to Club O2, or Camp Ocean I should say, not Club O2. And we have the Camp Ocean playground on deck 12, and here's the doors to get to Camp Ocean. So this is on one side of deck 12. Now let me take you to the other side. So as you're walking from back to front, the right side of deck 12 is a Serenity, adults only retreat. And then you got Camp Ocean door right here. But this is the very front of the ship. Here's what the clamshells look like. And there's a fence separating the Camp Ocean playground and the Serenity deck. So this is deck 12 at the very front of the ship. I'll show you where Camp Ocean is, but I'm not going in there. So to get to Camp Ocean, you go inside the ship on deck 12. And here is Camp Ocean at the front of the ship. And here's the ages. So Club O2 is for the older kids and Camp Ocean's for the younger kids. But this concludes deck 12. Now let's go up to deck 14 because no cruise ship has deck 13. So deck 14, the front of the ship is another Serenity deck. So once again, this is the front of deck 14. Have some more clamshells. This is where they have the 2 hot tubs. The Serenity Pool hot tubs, or the Serenity deck hot tubs. This is the best view to look forward. It's the highest view. And then moving towards the water slides, deck 14 is how you get into the water slides. So you got the aqua tunnel and the twister. And that concludes deck 14 and my tour of the Carnival Glory. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it helped you or you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe if you like to see these cruise ship videos. I do a day-by-day vlog every cruise I go on. I do a room tour and I do a cruise ship tour. So if you're going on one of these cruises, you can look up one of my videos and see what happens day by day and get an idea of what the ship has to offer. So thanks again, and until next time, have a great day. Bye.